police-see-it situation right here. What's this all about? Gracias. Gracias. Okay, that was interesting.
Last episode, we left the city of Guanajuato, right here in central Mexico. Our goal is to make it here for the night a small farm town called Manuel Doblado. Even though it says it should only take us about 3 hours, we quickly realize it takes us about double that time because of the detours, the sightseeing, and the fact that we cruised at only about 50 to 55 miles an hour on these 200cc bikes. Last episode, for example, we took a detour up this mountain to see the famous Christ the King statue, Cristo Rey. We start this episode right around here, getting pretty close to our destination for the night.
Riding off into the sunset, as they say. We got some agave, check it out. Agave fields, nice. Whoa, what's that all about? That's awesome. That is awesome. I actually went on a trip like that once. I was near Zihuatanejo, and I got on a truck similar to that, where everybody's packed into the back of a truck. It had a railing, around the bed of the truck, and everybody's standing up, sardine style. And the truck takes you into the mountains to this tiny village with like 10 homes, and the people there, like the guy I met was hunting iguana for dinner. And corn raised right there in their fields that we had for dinner, along with the iguana. Beautiful sunset. Anyway, making progress. There's more of those cool hay bales. I'm from Missouri, and I've never seen them like that. We used to do hay baling in the summer when I was a kid. I'd get paid, however much money per bale, but it was the bale that you could actually lift up. Oh, right there. Oh, speak of the devil. Look at those things. Those, the rectangle bales of hay. All right, I figure I get a couple more clips in before it gets completely dark. Just cruising on this highway, not much traffic. That's good. So, right now in Mexico, everybody knows about the cartels. Well, there's one in Guanajuato and there's one in Jalisco. Sorry. Right now we're kind of in the border territory, and we're definitely out in the rural areas. And Juan, his main concern was not really that we would be robbed in a town or anything like that, but main concern was that there'd be one of these roadblocks. So sometimes what they do is they have these roadblocks on these country roads, and they kind of check everybody, right, and see if they're allowed in their territory.
The fear was mostly fueled by articles like these talking about the sometimes violent cartel roadblocks. So we were a bit uneasy and always on the lookout.
And also, Juan, we both have our Guanajuato license plates. And the concern is that they would be like, oh, who are you guys from Guanajuato? Are you some kind of spies for the other cartel? So that's the concern, the risk factor, and that's why we are trying to only travel during the day. Okay, our first day out. Everybody says don't drive at night, and here we are. Some lights coming up. I'm not sure which town we're going to. He said it was about an hour from the last town, which right now it's about probably 40 minutes that we've been on the road. Just at some random town we stopped at here. Take a quick break. First day riding out in Mexico, first night. What's the first rule about Mexican travel? Don't drive at night. And here we are, driving at night, but here's what we found. Welcome to Mexico. Are we still in the state of Guanajuato, or?
Oh, yeah.
When does it turn into Jalisco? After
Doblado.
Gotcha. Tomorrow.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Trying to see if there's more fireworks going to go off. There we go. So we just passed through this tiny little town, and even in the tiniest of towns, they're always having, you know, look at this, full-on fair stylings. What's this all about? All right, we're arriving to Manuel Doblado. All right, pitch black out here. Arriving Manuel Doblado. What do we got here? We got some guy on a motorcycle pushing a bicycle. It looks like motorcycle pushing a bicycle. Interessante. Okay. All right, getting into the city center of Manuel Doblado, church service. This is cool. I mean, even the first day, what an adventure, right? We went to Cristo Rey, the mountain up there with those cobblestone streets. Saw some beautiful country, oh man, those country roads and views of the countryside, hillsides, so incredible. And then a little nerve-wracking at nighttime riding on these roads. You don't know if something's gonna, you know, you're gonna have a bad pothole, some tree trunk in the road, dog running out. Meanwhile, can't see anything. But we made it, and now we are here in this random town, certainly nowhere where American tourists go. Manuel Doblado. Hold up. These guys think we're crazy. Ah, there's some El Pastor tacos. Juan, I saw the cathedral that way. All right, here's the city jardín. Every city has it. A little plaza place, little church, big church steeple kind of deal with a plaza. Grocery store action. So we're supposed to be meeting a friend of his who has a place for us to stay.
Juan's friend, Walter, here, we were originally thinking we could stay with him, but he doesn't have space available at his house, so...
He has another location. I guess it's a family member house that we can stay at, so that's where he's taking us now. He's in this this Suburban up here, or what is that, a Yukon? Chevy GMC style, and he's going to take us, we're going to follow him to the other house. Yukon, that's what it is. Yukon XL. It's kind of a pimped out ride. Hola. Okay, what do we got here? I think we're getting close to his place. Maybe. What's happening? Crazy ass speed bumps. I mean, come on. The roads are bad enough as is. Who's going to be speeding down these roads?
We walk inside.
Oh, perfect.
We'll be able to put our bikes in this garage for the night. At this point, I had no idea what was going on. The house was fully furnished and lived in, but it looked like no one had been there for several weeks. Juan's friend showed us to our rooms. He also needed to light the pilot light on the water heater.
Perfect. Safe spot for the bikes. All right, we made it to our first stop, first night. We met Walter, and he isn't going to be able to hang out with us tonight because of some family obligations. So he did show us to our room for the night. We're staying at sort of a family friend's house, essentially, that is completely empty, but is fully furnished. The house is fully furnished. Looks like people have been there recently, but apparently they're out of town, so he's just letting us stay there. Now we're walking about 3 or 4 blocks into the main heart of downtown. Grab a drink.
Gracias.
We just got to this bar. Okay, I gotta just explain to you how random this city is. Heartland of Mexico, and we meet a guy here. He's like, "Oh, you speak English? What's your name?" Gerardo. So he said, "Where you from?" I said, "California," but I said originally from Missouri. And he said, "What did you say? You said you lived in Missouri?"
For 18 years I lived in Missouri, and 7 years in Nebraska, for 3 years in Chicago, Illinois.
That's funny. And I said I lived in, I was from Springfield, Missouri, and he lived in Springfield for a while. That's crazy.
In case you couldn't hear that well in that bar, the guy had told me that he lived in Missouri for many years and he had spent time in Springfield, Missouri. A small world for sure.
Coming up on the main town center.
We explored a bit of the town center, and then, well, what else happens when you have a few too many drinks? We had a philosophical discussion about life.
Yeah, you have an idea, you cannot think about it too much, you know, you have to do it. You have to go for it, you have to accomplish it. Otherwise, if you think about it too much, it might never happen. So you have to go for it. Just do it, you know? Like today, like right now, at this time, we didn't know, like not now, but early in the morning, we didn't know where we were going to be staying, and now we have a place. We're drinking some Coronas now, and just take the steps, and you'll figure it out.
And of course, we had to get some others involved in our discussion.
She's from Florida.
Florida, Orlando.
She doesn't even really speak Spanish, and she's
Not
here in
really.
Doblado.
My family is from here, but I don't speak Spanish.
What advice do you have for the folks out there, like from the U.S., who have never even experienced this part of Mexico?
Travel.
Yeah.
You have to experience other cultures. It's really important.
Be open, right? Don't think that
Have
it's
an open mind.
Yeah.
Have an open mind.
Very well.
We even met a local guy who is a rapper.
We just met a new guy here. He has a he has a rapping channel. Everybody at every place we went to, nicest people ever. That is why you cannot underestimate Mexico. Yeah. You're gonna encounter nice people at the bars, nice people at the restaurantes,
and it's going to be a great experience. So
Go for it.
that's what we're here to do. We're here to
show the real stuff, to show the real thing. No fake news.
We are in the heart of Mexico, and this is to show you that it is so pleasant and nice to visit. So
Yes.
that's the point.
And we have to say that it's now like almost 1 a.m. and we're walking in these streets. If you would have a chance to look around, you would see like so quiet, right?
Yeah.
So
Look at this. Christmas lights,
Christmas lights and everywhere.
motorcycles right on the street. Nobody's stealing them.
So yeah, news can misinterpret the information, right?
Yeah.
Here
So-
we are to tell you how it's like to.
What it's like here. And the night ends predictably with tacos. Thanks for watching. See you next time.